Hey all, here at OS Reviews, you're watching our hands-on review of the Nex Audio Q70. These are true wireless earbuds using Bluetooth 5.0, which on first impression are pretty easy to overlook. They don't seem like anything too exciting, but I consider this as kind of a quiet killer. The reason is because the construction quality of the case is made out of a chunk of aluminum, so just like the Mifo O5 that we just reviewed, it's all about giving you a super premium construction quality for not too much money. These are actually even cheaper than the Mifo because the brand is not quite as established. Now the battery case is not quite as large in terms of capacity as the aforementioned Mifo because they will last for 24 hours on a single charge, so very much similar to other alternatives like the AirPods or the Redmi AirDots, not really a huge endurance king, but on a single charge the earbuds can last over 8 hours, which is actually pretty long per charge. It also uses a newer USB Type-C port, which is always nice to see. And inside we have the aforementioned Q70 earbuds themselves, which we'll take a closer look at in a moment. We also have the quick user manual, in addition to spare silicone tips to get a custom fit, and you also have a USB Type-C cable for quickly charging it up. Now doing a size comparison of these first, here we have it against the aforementioned Mifo O5. First impressions is it's a little bit lighter than the Mifo, but it still is going to be heftier than, say, the Redmi AirDots or even the Apple AirPods, just because they are, again, made out of this chunk of aluminum, which just feels extremely cold and premium to the touch. Now, I would say the closest resemblance in terms of its shape would be probably the Away T10C that we reviewed a few weeks back. The Away, though, are made out of plastic, so it does feel much more flimsy in terms of its construction. I say that they are similar because just like the Q70 here, the design of the earbuds are also very similar to the Away in the sense that there is a long stem pointing outwards, also like the Apple AirPods. So if we activate the charging here, you'll see a red dot glowing, and then the dots on the casing here also allow you to quickly glance and see how it's doing there. Now, one thing I do want to point out is that this battery case does not support wireless charging like the aforementioned Away that we saw, which you can put onto a Qi charging pad and allow it to wirelessly charge up the battery inside. So that is one function that's not found here because the battery case is made out of metal and that can't pass through the signal for the wireless charging. Now on the other side we have just a USB Type-C port which you can use to charge up the battery case, and that's it. So very simple and elegant design. Taking a closer look at the earbuds themselves, they are made out of a glossy plastic material and they're also held into place magnetically. Simply docking them will turn them off and begin charging. Removing them from the battery case will automatically turn them on. And here they are against the Away T10C once again. Overall, I would say that they're fairly lightweight. It is again made out of plastic, and it simply features a LED status light on the edge, along with a simple microphone for answering phone calls, and then we just have a very ergonomic tilt that allows it to stay pretty snug in your ears. Moving to performance and audio quality, let's start with the pros. I honestly think that they sound better than the Redmi AirDots, which retail for about the same cost. Bass is really emphasized, especially on EDM type tracks. It almost rattles and shakes in your head. Just extremely powerful for only earbuds and almost rivals the experience that you'll find on larger on-ear style headphones. So bravo there. That added bass really just adds another dimension and really quickly immerses you into the sound that you're listening to. With that being said, mids and highs are good, but it's slightly overpowered by the bass, so it's not going to give you the most neutral or realistic sounding experience in the world. But again, for consumer type music, for EDM, for watching movies, for pop music, I think that it's a perfect trade-off because just for working out, for casual music listening when commuting, they definitely sound excellent. Now, if you listen super closely, there is still a very slight amount of distortion in the background. It's pretty easy to ignore once you are just really enjoying the music, but compared to, say, the Mifo O5, these are again a bit more audiophile grade, and they're completely silent when you're not even listening to anything or turning the volume all the way down, whereas on these there's an ever so slight hiss, just like on the Redmi AirDots. I had no problems either when it came to latency, so I could play and pause a track pretty quickly, and it still stayed synced with the audio and the video that I was watching. Now for the not quite as good. Overall, they're very ergonomic and easy to just remove and pop into your ears. They're super comfortable even for long-term listening. However, I find the touch-sensitive controls to not be the most precise or sensitive out of earbuds I've tried. In fact, on these, I had to kind of tap on it multiple times to get it to trigger, for example, playing and pausing your music or skipping tracks. Now, these earbuds also don't have the ability to change the volume directly. You can't just long hold to change the volume up and down. You have to actually go to your phone to do that. So that's more or less it for our hands-on review of the Nex Audio Q70. I think that for the price, again, under 40 bucks, the differentiating feature here is number one, the awesome build quality. The full aluminum case just feels extremely solid. Pretty much 99% of the other budget true wireless earbuds we've seen are all using plastic cases. And also the earbuds themselves pack exceptional bass. So you can check out more details if you're looking for a solid performing pair of low-cost true wireless earbuds with excellent build quality. But for now, that's been our video. Thanks for watching here at OS Reviews. That's been the Nex Audio Q70 True Wireless Earbuds.